Alright, broski, I'm back with a video on our good friend Mick the vegan. A new study shows blood differences in vegans, and I'm sure people are already jumping on this one. Okay. This is going to be interesting, yes.
Hey, it's Mike here, and today a very recent German study has come out looking at the blood levels as well as dietary intakes of vegans, vegetarians, and people who eat meat, and the results are super.
Vegan, vegetarians, and people that eat meat. Well, a lot of people that eat meat eat vegetables, toxic vegetables, and sugar, and a bunch of other toxic soup stuff out there, and coffee and weird stuff. So how could you measure it? Are you actually measuring people that actually just ate meat their entire life? Or just ate vegan their entire life? You understand me? The only diet that is, or vegetarian, the only diet that is sustainable, which has all the nutrients, which is not lacking, and is natural, and is not unnatural, is a animal-based diet in nature. Okay, bro? Yeah, man.
Fascinating. They looked at some.
By the way, how's those circles on your eyes? You're not using a filter now, eh? Those are starting to show up even more. Look at those circles, bro. That's the veganism. It's kicking in, broski. Yeah, the toxin.
Blood levels we don't normally see, like vitamin K1 as well as K2 and different types of K2. They did a full analysis.
Yeah, all of that is in a carnivore diet, bro. In an animal-based diet, we have all these nutrients. That's the point of eating animals, to get all these nutrients in, because we are, well, you would call this carnivores. Yeah, I don't believe in diets, but yeah, we eat animals. That's what we do. We don't eat plants.
On like who's supplementing what and a bunch of other markers.
How's all that bloating and inflammation in toilet paper, bro? Man, that toothpaste and toothbrushes and everything. Using creams on your face too. I can see those dark circles are building up, bro. I'm telling you, you're getting sick. Yeah, you're like, I'm gonna make it work. You don't need to if you need to make something work, that means it ain't working. Get it? It ain't working than the last time.
Different between groups, so it's really interesting to check out. It also found a bit of a risk that vegetarians have over vegans, which is a newer one. I tell you what it is, but I'm gonna be annoying.
Is this just like purely in vegans, the differences in vegans? I don't know, man.
And make you wait, because that's how YouTube intros work. Let's go.
Shit, I don't know what happened here. I think the quality went down. I gotta bring it up. At least back to 720. Shit, I need to see your circles.
Here's the study, which came out in October 2023, super recently. In the Annals of Medicine, not going to make an animal-related joke. It has about 120 people, approximately.
Omnivores? Who's an omnivore? Animals, there's some animals out there that are omnivores, but we are not omnivore. We can put anything in our mouth. Does it mean it belongs in our belly? No. You understand me? Is it going to make you healthy? No.
40 people in each of those dietary groups: vegan, lacto, over vegetarian, and meat eater. And in terms of the
I think this guy's obsessed, but look at his eyes, bro.
Demographics.
Look at those lines under his eyes. They're really showing up. I think he forgot to put the filter back on. It's really showing up more than ever. Maybe there's some filtration. Look at his chest here. It's red, his neck. He's so pale, and he's getting jaundiced. Look at this. His neck area is pale. Then it's red down there by the V-neck. And then his face is kind of jaundiced. It's going in and out. Yeah, man, this is ridiculous.
Here it is worth mentioning that this is a somewhat younger study. A lot of the age averages were under 30, so you're not going to see a lot of like high disease markers, but we still see some differences. And this was in Freiburg, Germany, which I've been to, which is really cool. And there's a university there, so that makes sense. We'd have younger people. I want to start by really quickly going through the dietary intakes, because they have some interesting lessons to teach us. First of which,
like what?
Is the fiber intake was not actually that different between these.
Oh man, it's all veganism, eating fake food, man. I want to take myself and put myself in a zoo and be in an unnatural environment like a city, and then eat unnatural food and see what happens to myself. What do you think is going to happen when you take humans that are actually carnivores and take them out of their natural setting, then putting them into an unnatural setting, and then feeding them these fake foods and getting them reliant on sugar or drugs and toxins and all this garbage, bro. Here's the problem. Over time, they wouldn't survive in nature anymore, because they lost their instincts and survival skills out there. They've lost it. Eventually, maybe they would catch on, but in the beginning, they would die if you put them out there, bro. They wouldn't. They were like, "Where's Walmart? The nearest Walmart. I gotta go buy my fake cereal, sugar cereal, corn pops, my fortified milk, pasteurized fortified milk."
groups, which is a little bit concerning in terms of, vegans eating more processed foods. But it also is the case that this German group.
Yeah, that, and then the people that eat meat as well, that just they are eating that too as well and getting sick because they're anti-nutrient. These man-made foods and engineered plants and whatever, they're anti-nutrient. That's what they do, and they're full of toxins. What do you think happens when toxins go in your body? How does your body react to that? How do you think your cells like that, man? They like those toxins, bro? Your cells are made up of cholesterol. There's antioxidants in that cholesterol in your body. Your body produces cholesterol as well. So think about that. We're animals. We need animal cholesterol. Why? Because it keeps you healthy. That's why. But if you try to eat seed oils and everything, you get unhealthy cholesterols from seed oils, vegan fake diet, get it? An artificial fake diet will make you sick all the time.
Of meat eaters was certainly eating more than the average American in terms of fiber. Your average American is under 20 of these.
Notice how he's just trying so hard to convince you, like, come on, man, just jump on the bandwagon, suffer with me, the rest of us. We're all suffering and dying too. You should too. Guys, save the planet and save the animals. Yes, we're going to save this planet. Even though it's been around for billions of years, it needs saving from who? Us. Oh, yeah, sure, okay.
People were at 24, and then the vegans were up at 33. I mean, I eat like twice that in a day, eating more whole foods. You would also see a random fluke 17 milligrams of cholesterol eaten in the vegan group. Somebody was a little bit confused because there's no dietary cholesterol in a vegan diet, but it's also...
There's no cholesterol in a vegan diet? What if they eat vegetable oil? See what I mean? If your cholesterol is high on a vegan diet, you're not eating meat, does that mean you're healthy or unhealthy? Let's say your HDL is up and LDL is up, really super high. You say LDL is bad on a vegan diet. Is it bad? Now, if a person eating a carnivore diet, his LDL is up and HDL, is it bad? See what I mean? They're two different comparisons. But the problem is you're trying to use vegan and trying to compare it with and say it's your unhealthy, the seed oils and stuff, your LDL and HDL are unhealthy in vegans, and then you try to move it over and try to use it in a carnivore setting and say, well, there's no carnivore study, so we'll just use this as a marker. Oh, it's unhealthy to have that. It's LDL, it's very unhealthy. How do you know it's unhealthy on a carnivore diet? Have you tried it? Do you know? How do you know that? Because you don't know anything. You're nobody.
Worth mentioning that the cholesterol intake of the meat eaters was almost suspiciously low at slightly less than 1 egg per day worth of cholesterol. People in the U.S. average
1 egg per day. I eat like 6 eggs, sometimes 12 eggs a day. Do I look like I'm dying to you, bro?
like twice that intake in cholesterol. It's possible they just missed like egg.
Man, I'm eating so much cholesterol. I eat bacon every day. I eat like 5 pieces of bacon every single day. Very greasy bacon, actually, even eating it raw. And I'm eating meat, and I eat a lot of fatty meat, and I eat shit. I eat like greasy stuff. I use butter and stuff to cook all my meat and everything, and I pour it over the rest, whatever's in the pan. If I do cook something with it, pour it in there, whatever, or I'll melt butter down a little bit, just so I could pour it, so it could pour it all over my food and everything to flavor it up nice and fatty. The more high cholesterol I have, the healthier I become, I find. You know, when I walk in the street, I see all these healthy people. They're all on the vegan diet. I tell them, yeah, you're so healthy. You know, they're all walking decrepit with canes and walkers and everything. That's because they're so healthy, all falling apart and cancer and everything. So I tell them, that's why you're so healthy, because you're eating so healthy. And I tell them, I'm so unhealthy because I'm so healthy because I'm eating an unhealthy diet. And they're so unhealthy because they're eating so healthy. Yeah, you get it? It's the opposite, bro. Yeah. I laugh at people. I see them when they're like these little go-karts driving down the street, these battery-powered things. And I always tell them, hey, get your exercise today, eh? Get an exercise. Man, I make fun of these people. They don't get it.
Intake from baked goods, etc. And then, as we typically see with saturated fat, the vegans were almost half as much saturated fat intake, which of course raises that LDL.
And where's this saturated fat coming from? Oh, plants, saturated fat.
Bad cholesterol, which we'll cover in a little bit, and glancing over the vitamins.
The problem with this channel, anything to go in his direction, bro, get it? Just to make him look good, pretend, whatever. Man, it's just all facade. It's bullshit, this whole channel.
Some intakes were lower in some groups, higher in other groups. The vegans were lower.
394,000 vegan minions on this channel. Retarded Brainwashed minions. Yes. Oh, that's great.
Brain iodine, though, for example. Okay, no more waiting. Let's get right to those blood test results. And the first one I want to look at, just skip to vitamin K2 and the different types here because, again,
I skipped to the K2. Yes. There's no K2 in vegan diets, bro. It's only carnivore.
and that's the most unique finding and thing that they looked at here. And what they did differently is that they didn't just look at K2, they showed the breakdown between M.
Man, you don't get it. Animal diet has all nutrients. It isn't lacking in one. So if it's not lacking in one, then it must be able to do its job properly. So if you have this high cholesterol eating a carnivore diet, right? Is it bad for you? Is it? You don't know. It's not. There's no studies on it, bro. It's not bad for you. It's extremely healthy. Nobody has died in thousands and thousands of years. The elite people eat that diet. They don't eat the slave diet. There's maybe some poor slaves, and the rich slaves, they eat that shitty diet of yours. They want to eat, but you want to eat even more shitty. You're like, fuck, you're like the bottom eater, bro. You're like way down below even the regular slaves. You want to be like an absolute slave or something. I don't know. You want to absolutely cut out something healthy like animal proteins, all because you want to save the planet. I forgot. Yes, you're going to save it by destroying it. So you're going to save the planet by destroying the ecosystem by cutting off these animals that take care and replenish the land. Oh, okay, I understand now.
K4 and MK7, and this is important because these are nutrients that over the years, occasionally people have been like, oh, vegans definitely don't get enough of those. That's a reason not to be vegan. Animal products are sourced. There's also some vegan sources, like some fermented products, especially natto. You know, that's pretty obscure. People aren't eating that, but our body does some conversions, and our intestinal bacteria do as well of different types of K2.
I don't know. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I gotta go. I'll see you in the next one. This is boring, bro. This guy is absolutely insane. He's going to save the planet by destroying it. Yes, okay, yes. We all have to stop eating meat because Mick says so. We have to become unhealthy and suffer because he wants to save the planet with him and his band of merry men. Get it? Yeah, man, yeah. Okay, I understand now. I'll see you in the next one. Tell us what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. Ciao, my friend. Yes, Mick the Vegan. Foolish.